Welcome back, everybody. This is Shootin the Shibby episode
36.
You heard it from me first, everyone.
Because
you're
on top of it.
I have to ask Brian, did you find anything combing that beard?
No, I'm going to try to see how long I can keep it in without
you had
out.
the Spaceballs reference. I set it up for you.
Man, we ain't found shit.
There you go. Attaboy. Hope everyone is having
So
a wonderful
proud.
Monday evening. I'm Spencer.
I'm Bob.
And Brian's drinking.
I am Brian taking a drink from my mug.
I have the best timing, just like the waitress coming over to see how your food is while you have a mouthful. Or you could be me, where the manager comes over and says, "How are you today, sir?" And I said, "Delicious, thank you."
Hey, you were feeling extra delicious that day.
I was feeling saucy.
It felt like it.
So, gentlemen, how are you guys doing?
Not too bad. Pretty good. Very tired, but good.
Are you? I'm already not looking forward to next week's podcast because unfortunately it may have took me 2.5 years to go to the dentist, and along that time I got not gingivitis. What's the other one that the
cavities?
Scurvy?
Yes, scurvy. I caught scurvy. I'm bleeding from my mouth profusely, and I really could use an orange. No.
I knew it.
You said gingivitis, and you're like, what's the other bad mouth thing?
Well, I'm trying to think of the commercial from the 80s.
Gum disease?
Well, I'm just saying, like, going from a cavity to gingivitis is like going from a scrape to a gunshot wound, and then you can get scurvy where it's like you're missing your arm.
Well, I mean, right. Well, but scurvy's like an atom bomb compared to the cavity. No, I was trying to think, what was it? We fight holes in teeth. What the hell is that
Cavity
commercial?
creeps.
Yes, I got 3 cavity creeps. So,
Oh,
hopefully...
We make holes in teeth. We make holes in teeth.
I was told that I need to brush farther back more, I guess.
Get good, scrub.
You know,
Get good and scrub those teeth.
Fight the gag reflex.
I actually had that about a month or so ago. I went to the dentist, and my dentist, again, he's like, yeah, you got 2 cavities. I'm like, oh, great. He's like, other than that, your teeth are in phenomenal condition. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Are they in good condition, or do I have 2 cavities? Like, what's the deal here?
This car doesn't run, but otherwise it's great.
It's like that old E-Bombs World commercial.
It doesn't make sense.
Video about the Dallas Cowboys. Like, they can't run the ball, they can't throw the ball, and they can't catch the ball. Other than that, they're a pretty good team.
I mean, that's accurate.
Is it still accurate?
They're okay now.
Are they?
Yeah, they're not
They're
bad.
pretty good now.
So what do you guys think of muff cake? We were kind of discussing it before. I'm not gonna lie, if I already didn't make amateur everything, my Twitch and all that other stuff I didn't start yet, I would totally take muff cake. So anyway, my friend bakes, and she was discussing the idea for a new cake, muffin cake, which I could have sworn was a thing already, but maybe she has her own.
I think it is a thing.
I feel like
we
muffins
determined
and
that it was a
cake
thing.
are the same thing, though, right?
I mean, if you want to go that far, then are pancakes also just socially accepted cake for breakfast?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Because what makes cake a cake? Is it the icing?
It's the short skirt and the long jacket.
Ah, yes.
They
Shout out the theme song to Chuck.
They also did the theme song to Mission Hill, that one show from Adult Swim that some people remember
I have
sometimes.
no idea what that show is.
Spencer likes
God.
bragging about it because of one part of the show.
Everybody ska!
Oh, okay.
That was a bit for like 30
I'm
seconds.
the Grubermeister. So it was a show, I guess, what was it? It was early 2000s. It just kind of takes place in I would say a Portland, Oregon-esque city. And so it's about...
Small town suburbia.
No, this is urban, bro.
Urban town suburbia.
It also has my favorite couple, which is it's these 2 gay guys. One's this overly macho, how you doing? And then the other guy is, just more feminine and whatnot. But they're my favorite couple in any TV show ever. It was just they were arguing. Apparently, there was one scene where they were very loudly arguing and whatnot. And as they're talking, the elevator doors open. They're just both making out in the elevator. I don't know why though, but it's just it's so wholesome that it I don't know. I love that show. It's just quit your fussing. I fucking love Mission Hill. If you have a moment, they're all on YouTube. After you're done watching us, watch Mission Hill. Also, they mentioned ska music, which means I also love it. Except the ones on the first. It has the first episode, but they couldn't use. I think it was the Toasters. Yeah, don't let the bastards get you down was the original, but then they just had to put some generic stuff for this DVD release because of those pesky copyright rules.
Stupid copyright.
That's why actually
People want to
I don't know
make
if you
money
noticed
off
when
of
you
their
when you
art.
watch Scrubs again. A lot of the music that was in the show is like just generic beats now.
Is
Really?
it? Because a
Yeah.
lot of the music in the
It
show,
was-
I would look for the credits because I saved a whole bunch to my Spotify account.
I noticed it the first time because there was one. I forgot the name of the band and the song, but it was when JD and Elliot are making out around Christmas time,
Right.
where they were just like, we were just two kids who didn't know what they were doing, and some song starts playing, and it's just them making out. But it was a good song. I looked at the
is
band.
what
It was the only good
you
song they
get.
had too. It was like, up in my lonely room, when I'm dreaming of you.
A lot of that music
what
just
can
kind of
I
sounds like
do?
Train. Sounds like Train
Well-
or like...
Zach Braff picked all the music for the show.
that doesn't surprise me at all. I feel like Zach Braff in real life is very much like JD.
He's kind of a dick.
Well,
My
I would be
former
afraid,
my
like-
former coworker used to work on Scrubs,
right.
and he was telling me about a lot of the people on the show. He said Zach Braff, cool, but he's kind of a dick. Donald Faison, who's Turk, coolest dude in the world,
Right.
but he's got a lot of kids with a lot of women.
Well-
He's got the Antonio Cromartie effect.
Down, down, get around. Get
John
around.
C. McGinley?
Yeah.
John C. McGinley?
Dr. Cox.
Nicest dude in the world.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He says he's the nicest person in the
I would
world.
love to be on set just to watch him go 0 to 60 from nicest guy in the world to fucking Dr. Cox. Like,
Yeah, he said he's super nice. He's super liberal too.
I can see. Well, he is that way in the in the show as well. They did get a little bit political at one point.
Yeah, they had that one episode where everyone was political, and then they,
You blood conservatives. Well, the word cuck wasn't invented yet,
No.
but I still love that. Not saying that you've any better worse. I just
it was
think it's a
it was
play on
funny
words.
watching that. It was funny watching that one episode where they were all talking about like being pro-war or anti-war.
That was
And
the
then,
episode.
and then Elliot was like, "Typical liberals twisting the words," and like,
Goddamn libtards.
Elliot, wait, are you one of them? She's like, yes, I'm a Republican. And it was weird for me watching that because from my town, it's a heavily red state or red area. The state's blue, but
Red is Republican.
yes, red's Republican, blue
I always
is
get them
Democratic.
mixed up for some reason. Well, I guess you know what? It's an alliteration. RR, Red Republicans.
Yeah, blue Democrat, BD,
So the
alliterations.
the
Got it.
Red Scare was about when the Republicans took over.
No, that was about
Yeah.
communism.
No, it was about the Republicans.
Sure. But no, it was just weird watching that because like everyone around me was a more Republican people, and I think I told you before, like I was so just kind of like blind in a way because I thought in my town everybody was Irish. I just thought everybody was. So going to college was kind of like a culture shock to me because I was like, wow. Nobody has like that. Just like everyone's like, yeah, I'm a little bit Irish, but also the other stuff too. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Like I just assumed that's what everybody was because that's where it was around me. When I watched Family Guy, it was about the small Irish family. I'm just like, okay, it's all right. But no, that's not.
Everyone's Irish, obviously.
That's what I thought it was. I thought we all came from there because like it must
I
be
feel
true.
you. When
And
when I went to college after living in Manalapan, New Jersey, I was like, wow, everyone's not an arrogant asshole with their head up their butt. Huh, look at that.
You are Manalapan.
Neat.
I'm about to say I am also the arrogant asshole, but they're
Yeah, it's like to the
worse.
rest of us. To the rest of us, you're the arrogant asshole. But when we go there, you're like the kind one who's just like,
I mean,
"Can I help you with those bags?"
you know, I used to, and this is not bragging, it's an observation, but like to show how Manalapan or how. Yeah, actually, I'll say just how Manalapan is. I used to get my haircut at the same place the Situation did from the Jersey Shore. Again,
Oof.
not bragging. I only found out because I saw.
Retweeted by Humblebrag.
No, it's not. It's just,
I missed that Twitter account. He was the best.
Humblebrag is gone.
I don't think he does stuff anymore.
Oh, well, I thought that was a Reddit thing.
It was a Twitter page called Humblebrag, and the best part about it was that it was all just retweets, and it would just be people doing stuff, and it was just I forgot what one of them was like. I was like, oh, I might have just won like an Academy Award yesterday, but I'm still in that Taco Bell drive-thru line like the rest of you, and just the bottom part retweeted by Humblebrag.
But so the Jersey cast lives in Manalapan, and also fun fact: crossing Route 9 by Jersey Freeze, I got cut off by the Situation and his brother because they both drive. One has a.
Was he
or-
busy evading his taxes at the time, or
He was going pretty fast in that Ferrari.
He was evading traffic and his
That's
taxes.
right. Isn't he in jail? How are they doing the show? They just don't have him on there. I feel like that's defeating. You know, I stopped caring.
They put a green screen in his cell and have him in there with them.
It's just like the animated GIF that they use for Joe
Hey,
Swanson.
Mike, how's it going? I'm doing great over here in this small, cornered-off area.
Do you remember the South Park episode where it was Thanksgiving and like one of Cartman's family members is like on TV in jail? That's like the situation at family dinner. Jim Tanla, you just see them all in the gym room and just like this tube TV on top of a bench.
Oh no, like they did in How I Met Your Mother when Marshall was stuck on the bus trying to get to the wedding, and so
Right.
they put the iPad on the big like doll's face, and so he just like FaceTimed them the entire time.
But so I guess it was almost like I don't know how to say reverse culture shock. Is that a thing? But like I traveled overseas and I met people, and the Jersey Shore is world known. Like this TV show is world renowned.
It is.
And I mean,
Crazy.
The same jerk off that cut me off at the Jersey Freeze is also world famous. It really was. I mean, okay, the cross section going across Route 9 at Jersey Freeze, but still, and of course, I have to explain to everyone that no, we are all not fist pumping douche hats. Some of us are just douche hats. So.
Well, and that's the thing. Being from New Jersey, the first thing out of anyone's mouth as soon as they say, "Oh, you're from New Jersey," it's, "Do you know the Jersey Shore?
Never heard of it.
Have you, or do you don't have the Jersey accent?
Never heard of it.
Or what exit?"
See, that one I actually didn't even understand at first.
I don't get what exit like ever. I don't think anyone's ever asked me what exit.
No, I mean, people have in satire. Of course you have. People have in satire, but like I never understood it because I didn't really use the turnpike, parkway. I always get them mixed up. Parkway.
I guess it could be either. Because
the parkway,
they both got exits.
Let's face it, everyone lives off of an exit of either the turnpike or the parkway. Otherwise, that stereotype wouldn't
Hell,
be
my
true.
old hometown lived off of the exit
Yes.
off the parkway.
Yeah, exactly.
You could literally
How was the
say,
last
like,
exit?
Your hometown in New York, just to specify for the conversation, was the exit.
Yeah, it was
So,
exit
like,
172 off the parkway.
But like, so what would Manalapan be? Because you have to take. I mean, you take exit 123, but you have to go all the
You'd
way
probably
down
be
Route 9.
off of 8 on the
8
turnpike.
Of what?
Turnpike,
well,
right?
Yeah, but
Or 8A? I don't know.
it is 8A.
We're from Jersey.
Pork roll.
Welcome to the Jersey section of
Bruce
the podcast.
Springsteen. Fucking
Bon
I
Jovi.
hate. Ugh. I see. I
You
don't
like either of them?
No,
I
they're
can't.
I know you don't. I'm talking about Bob right now.
I'm not a huge fan. Wow, you guys are actually like including me on the podcast.
And you're done.
This is a first.
So Brian.
Yeah, you had your chance and you lost it.
God damn it.
Get out of here, Mrs. Puff.
No. Shout out to Kyle on the Full Slice Podcast.
It was just so out of nowhere.
Yeah, we got a phone
That's why
call.
I loved it.
We got a phone call at the Full Slice Podcast, and apparently, I don't even know. Has Kyle even seen you? Like, does he even know what you look?
No one knows what I look
The
like
Mrs.
on that
Puff
podcast.
looking motherfucker.
If only there was a video for people to see what it looks like. I'm talking about you viewers. How's it
It'd
going?
probably be really awkward since we're all sitting around a table naked, but good thing we don't video it. So
That's the one thing I do wish if we were still audio.
That
It's
we're
like,
sitting
yeah, we
around-
do this naked. They wouldn't know.
but no, we got a random phone call, and apparently Mrs. Bob is Mrs. Puff or something.
Bob is Mrs.
Big
Puff.
Puffy G.
I don't know how or why that's a thing.
I don't either.
Honestly, I don't even think I'm okay with it.
I don't.
Wait, you don't know if you're okay with it?
I don't think I'm okay with it.
I would
Okay.
not be
I
okay
really
with
don't.
it.
Never mind.
I would not.
I reel it back. Bob,
I'm not okay with it.
Do you
come
like
it was-
Bon Jovi and or Bruce Springsteen? Back to what we were talking about before.
It was that one. You know what? Even when I went to
I'm asking him
Fine.
about Bon Jovi
I
or
was just gonna
Bruce
let you run with it.
Springsteen.
I was just gonna let you run with it.
I'm gonna run with it. Bob, answer the damn question.
Not a fan of Bruce Springsteen.
Okay.
It's too and Bon Jovi's just overplayed.
Get out of my house!
You heard her.
this is my swamp.
I was again. Also, it's funny to me how I was from New York, but we were just so Jersey. It hurt. Was that every school dance we had, we played a lot of Bon
it's
Jovi.
always
We
Bon
didn't
Jovi.
we didn't play Bruce Springsteen a lot, but we played a lot of Bon Jovi.
I
Living
just
on a
think they're
prayer.
both
Living on a
overrated.
prayer was always like everyone in the fucking school got together and was just like, yeah, we like each other for a song.
Well, I feel like it's such a big Jersey thing because they're the biggest mainstream acts that are around right now. I mean, yeah, Frank
My mom.
Frank Sinatra obviously is the #1 New Jersey artist, but
Yeah, he's pretty good.
you know what I mean?
I can't even try and argue that one. But my mom went to Bruce Springsteen was on Broadway. It was him sitting on a stool and talking about his life. It sold out.
Oh yeah, and it's
Why?
like tickets are like $200 for that too.
Yeah, what assholes want to go listen to
ridiculous.
people talk about their lives?
We don't charge $200. And our stools have backrests. His doesn't have a backrest.
Did he talk to them like the
goddamn
Chuck E. Cheese?
peasant, Bruce.
Did he talk to them like the Chuck E. Cheese mouse in that one sentimental commercial with the parents? Listen, parents, I know your kids aren't going to be kids forever. You can take them to Chuck E. Cheese and buy our subpar pizza and treat them to an okay time.
But I was just like, because I was kind of asking her, I was like, so did he play music? No. Did he have people act out parts? No. He really just sat there.
It was all right. Are you telling me right now, if Tokay decided to do a bit where he just talked about himself for a little, you wouldn't go see him?
For like maybe like if it's at a coffee shop for 20 minutes, sure. Not for a fucking hour and a half with an intermission.
How much
Broadway
would you be
play.
willing to pay though?
How much does that frappy latte cost?
I'd say max $15.
Yeah.
I'm more so. He's just a person. I want to know what he's about because I know nothing about the man.
Me neither. I've heard he's a dick. I heard he's the greatest guy ever, and his music really leads me in two opposite directions.
I just want to know, like,
At the same time.
Exactly.
What do you like besides your music? Do you go out? Do you like to drink? Do you not like to drink? Do you like men? Do you like women? Do you like to wear?
Do you like pizza? What you
Do you
Friday?
like non-striped shirts? Like, I want to know a little more
Do you
about
wear
this
something
guy.
other than man capris?
Like, I'm genuinely curious. What is he like? What is like what makes him tick? What makes him smile? What makes him frown? Anything I can know about the man. Does he drink water? Is he actually a lizard person? I don't know. Does he not wear a hat sometimes?
It's just him and Zuckerberg. Good.
I'm convinced he has a split personality, and that's him when he's playing in the regular band and him when he's doing his acoustic stuff. Because when he's playing in the band, he has shorter hair and no facial hair. But when he plays acoustic stuff, his hair grows really long and it grows a full beard and mustache. Like, he just like
He just does it overnight.
yeah, it just grows out before the show. He's like, all right, Tokay, you're on in like 5 minutes. Oh, okay. It comes out like Play-Doh.
So I was like, all right, what am I doing? Ska show? All right. Clean shaven, striped t-shirt, and a hat. Fantastic. Oh, hipstery music? Cool. Hold on, let me
Hipster-
beard.
As he's reading it, the paper's over his face, and he's like, you're on in 5. And he brings it down. He's already grown it all.
Wait a second. Okay, good. I'm good. I'm ready to go.
Fantastic.
Yeah, say he's like a Play-Doh person where he's like,
I would actually
out.
love to. I would love to listen to the lead singer of Real Big Fish. I forget his name, but my first question would be like, besides Gwen Stefani, who hurt you?
ska music.
Pretty much. I mean, but all of his music is how much he hates dating Gwen Stefani and his own music.
Aaron Barrett.
Aaron, yes, I knew it was Aaron. And how'd you get that perfect pompadour?
Not only that, but it's perfect mutton chops too.
Right? Oh.
Still rocks the mutton chops. My
Oh,
God, he
absolutely.
screams 90s everywhere he goes.
Well, he is the Real Big Fish is the epitome of third wave 90s ska music.
Oh yeah, I mean it's beautiful.
The
We're
Hawaiian
passing
shirt,
it around.
like, oh,
Of
man.
course.
I love everything about it.
For those that don't know or care, but ska music can be broken down into 3 different waves, and the mainstream one that hit
4
hit
technically.
the fourth one's still questionable, and it's going to be one of those things where no one will actually agree on it, so it won't ever happen. But the third wave was like Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, Real Big Fish, even had, Smash Mouth was a ska band at first.
Less Than Jake.
Less Than Jake. But, Real Big Fish's song Sell Out was about them selling out, and it was like the #1 ska song next to like Impression That I Get in the 90s. I don't know.
I think I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast. I know I definitely talked to you guys about it. How I wrote, I did a project for my postmodernism class about the irony and parody in songs, but how it just goes over people's heads and makes them like famous for the things they're making fun of. I say, for example, one of the biggest ska songs out there is "Sell Out" by Real Big Fish, about how it's all about. I mean, granted, it's in a freaking title called "Sell Out," but like, there's even worse ones where like "Hook" by Blues Traveler,
Magical,
is literally the first line of the song is "It doesn't matter what I say."
If you can't see this right now, he is getting so giddy that both of his palms are like underneath his chin, like a little schoolgirl. Like
the freaking chorus is "The hook brings you back."
Yeah.
I ain't telling you no lie. The hook brings you back.
Well, did you ever notice that sometimes you just sing along to lyrics blindly? Like, you know the lyrics, but you never, like, listen to them. I don't
Unless it's Streetlight Manifesto, then you really don't know the lyrics. You just kind of go around with the sounds.
Na 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 na.
I still remember, yeah, we were in the past again. She was a hood.
It was summer of '95, so in the backyard.
Yeah, it's my point.
Fuck Victory Records.
You sound like a Harley motorcycle that was idling.
But no, but essentially, I looked it up about Blues Traveler's hook, and he wrote the song out of pure anger at the music industry, and he said, "My God, this is all generic bullcrap. I can poop out something like this in a day, and it'll go platinum." It went quadruple platinum.
Wow, that's a lot of drupals.
It went quadruple platinum. Everybody missed the entire point of it. Even their song "Runaround," the music video also heavily represents like what.
Which one's Run Around? Or
It's like, once upon a midnight dreary. Yeah. The music video for it perfectly represents it too. They have like a band of like really hot looking dudes singing the songs, but then backstage is them actually playing the instruments, and all the people are cheering for the hot people.
Do they take off their pants?
I wish.
And jacket.
Spencer didn't get that joke until like a month ago.
Fuck off. I got that back in college. Back when I first started listening to Blink, 10 years after they started playing.
That sounds about right for someone like you, Blink.
Well, I mean,
liking them after they were
popular.
That's pretty much me with the whole genre right now. Because when pop punk was like huge back in when we were maybe middle school.
Right.
I thought it was the dumbest thing. I hated it.
I loved it.
I hate it because it was all
loved it.
I was all about classic rock and Metallica, Leonard Skinner, like
Dude,
all that
same.
kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh, it's all kind of like
listen to Skinner like a man.
it's all whiny bullshit.
Fuck you, play some Skinner. Nowadays, people make fun of the people who say "fuck you, play some Skinner."
I can laugh at myself. But I mean,
But
we were
now
talking,
I just eat it up. Like My Chemical Romance, Welcome to the Black Parade. It's like shut the fuck up.
Was a young boy. Oh my! I do.
I respect
And
it.
now
I respect it a lot
now
more.
I jam out to
Oh,
it.
dude,
I
I
started listening to
was one of those
Shikari.
like old school emo kids listening to that stuff. Even
see,
though I didn't dress emo. It was funny because like you go there and you see all the people like dressed as emo stuff, and you see me sticking out like a sore thumb. I'm like, yeah.
But you were like that one guy from SLC Punk that was he was just the nerdy looking dude, but actually the most heaviest punker there that will kick anyone's ass.
Oh, for sure.
That's
was the one thing
the
with
name
that.
of everybody in that movie.
I was taller than most of the people
Besides
there.
Heroin Bob.
Besides like the stick,
Bob.
the tree people who are like really tall, but they were all just stick thin. Mm-hmm. Like there was no one really that really like built, so like I look scary to everyone else.
I play football.
Except for this one guy.
Oh God, he's a football player.
This one guy had his kid. This kid was like probably 6 or something, and he was at the My Chemical Romance show.
Right.
And his kid there, and he had his headphones on, and you see like he was tall, bald, and he had a beard. Like he was just stereotypical, like he's probably a bouncer after this show. And he was standing there with his kid, and these two guys were going in front of us, and one of them bumped into his kid, like hit him like that, and his kid like kind of shifted. He grabs the guy by his collar, pulls him back, lifts him up in the air, and he says, "You just bumped into my kid." And he was like, I'm sorry. He goes, "Don't say it to me. Say it to my son." And he turns him over to look at the kid. He's like, "I'm sorry." And he goes, "Now get out of my sight." And literally shoves him out of the way. Dude, bolts it through the crowd. I just look over and I was like,
I'm not gonna bump your kid.
so cool. I'm like, that was so cool. And then the guy next to us goes,
my father now.
then there was a guy next to us. He goes, "Dude, that was awesome. Can you lift my friend up to crowd surf?" And he goes, "Sure." So everyone's getting ready to lift them up. He just takes his one hand, picks him up, and puts him on top of people. It's because they're all
over here?
pencil thin, so he didn't even have to try. Like he was already a huge dude who would have still eaten me as I am now, because I was 13 at that show. But
that would turn him into a Wendigo.
that's a reference to none of those people who watch our podcast, watch our playthrough of that.
Watch us on Twitch. Anyway,
But no, it was just really funny because after that after that guy, he was just like jamming out to the music or
This is the
whatever.
best thing ever. I love this music.
Yeah,
Do
he was
not
just-
touch my kid.
He was just
I'm
like
going to
he was
eat
just
your
enjoying it.
flesh.
It was just like, "I will actually murder you." Yeah. When I was a young boy, my father took me to the city because they
See a
played
marching band.
the entirety of Black Parade and then a little bit of Three Cheers.
I think I've been part of every aspect of a crowd surf. I've been lifted in the air. I've been like grabbed
never
in
been
inappropriate. Oh my god, it's so much fun.
I'm too big.
You're not though. You're not.
Same.
I told you we had another podcast. They lifted a guy in a wheelchair. You're not that big.
They lived at Pelswick.
Yes, someone cosplayed as Pelswick at an anti-flag concert.
Everyone in a wheelchair is cosplaying Pelswick.
Someone at Pelswick.
Someone at Pelswick.
Honestly,
Did they ride down the Golden Gate Bridge as they were
Yes,
doing it?
Pelswick was held
honestly,
up
with
by a
the
bunch of
names
skinheads.
festivals, I wouldn't be surprised.
Pelswick was held up by a bunch of skinheads at an anti-flag concert. That's exactly what happened. I know I told this story on the podcast, right?
Yeah, you definitely
okay,
did.
good.
You did.
What? I did not?
You did.
I did.
No,
Cool.
I said you did. I was just finishing my
But
drink.
I've been part of every part. Like,
Mid-swallow.
I've had... How's your food, sir?
Good.
I've been the guy in the air. I've been the guy that goes to the shape of a box where people jump off of. I've been the guy that holds people up in the air. I guess the only part that I've never been is I've never been like a bouncer dude that catches people before they.
Now you got to get a job to catch.
I've also
down.
been the guy that face planted because I went into a dead area where there's no people to catch me.
I've done everything besides being put up into the air.
That's the best part.
I know.
That's the part that makes it called.
And that's something
pressure.
Brian and
Yeah.
I will never be able to experience.
We can make this happen. We can absolutely make this happen.
Bob, if we both go, can we go at the same time? We hold hands the
We'll
entire
hold
time.
hands the entire time.
It's gonna be like Peter. We're going down.
Even better, we'll like cuddle all the entire way across. We'll just spoon all the way down.
We would destroy their arms.
But it would look great.
Love us.
They'll pick us up. We'll go to the first group of people, and then we'll go straight to the ground.
It'll be.
I will say, I think every concert I go to, I always have some like weird occurrence that happens there. Like there's always something memorable that happens at like every concert I go to. I can never
That
go to a
tends
concert
to be what people try to
Because
do.
we've
at
shared your
concerts.
pillow stories.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is like it's not like oh I went to the concert and like it's like oh there was someone who was a little drunk or the show was really good or really bad or whatever. There's always just like yeah we went to a show and
Full car.
two people full car
I watched someone get a blowjob on the beach.
yeah you
And
watch someone get a-
surrounded by parents.
I watched someone.
at the Pillows concert with the SJW next to us and then
We pissed off an SJW
Ray
and then I made
eating
out with
then
a,
Ray eating this one girl's face and then that girl eating this one guy's face and then his girlfriend's face.
You forgot my face.
And your face. I forgot. Yeah, you did too. And I'm just standing there like, what is happening?
I watched.
Music makes the love go round, man.
I was at a.
so confused.
I was at a concert a few years ago at
Right.
down in Camden, and I also witnessed someone receiving a blowjob. But the guy's friends all kind of stood around the blowjob as a human wall.
Nothing to see here.
But
Protect
move
the
on.
children.
it was up against the wall in front of the lawn at BB&T Pavilion down in Camden. So the lawn is actually raised up, and there's a little pathway, and then the rest of the inside. The guy was leaning up against the wall. The girl was, doing her thing. So the people who were sitting on the lawn easily could have just like looked up and over and just like, oh hey look, this guy's getting a blowy right now.
I see penis.
I see London. I see France.
I see his penis in her mouth.
I went at the Newfound Glory show that I went to.
Actually,
with Matt
I'm
Hillman.
sorry. I just want to step on that one more, touch that one more time. That's like best friend goals right there. I'm just saying, yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
I just bobbed you, Brian. How does it feel?
Yeah, Brian, how does it feel? Yeah, sucks.
So I was at the
Doesn't
Newfound
it?
Glory concert, and
If I
some
wanted
guy
to
was
make
getting
it-
a blowy in the bathroom, and I was in the stall next to him, and I was there during the completion of it, and I was just like, oh, I didn't want that. I was just trying to go to the bathroom.
During the
And then I
completion,
watched the
some-
two of them, and I watched the two of them leave the stall as I left the stall, and
slow clap?
he had just the biggest grin on his face, and I was just like, all right.
I would have slow clapped for him.
So what were you
Still,
saying, Spence?
still with my dick out, still peeing from the urinal. just like
Every
what?
clap, just spray goes somewhere else.
Woo! It's like a rodeo.
Because dick's a fire hose where it's just like, you gotta keep a hand on her, else it's gonna go crazy.
I wish we had the
I
sound
mean-
effect board just for the pinwheel noise.
So we that's our two sound effects we need right now. We need pinwheel, and it's just a prank hand.
It's just a prank hand.
So, Spence, what were you going to say about the group of friendship goals?
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, if there was like a friendship Tinder or whatnot, I would just like the number one
Friendship Tinder?
thing. Yes, as in I'm on Tinder to make friends.
Oh, Bumble does that.
I heard that's Bumble.
I'm on Bumble for ulterior motives, but
No, but you can switch your profile over from a dating profile to a friendship profile.
cool. So my profile will just be like, if you're not going to stand in front of me getting a blowjob so people can't see me, I don't even want to be your friend.
Spencer, I would do that for you.
Thank you.
I just want to let you guys know, I'm looking up It's Just a Prank Hand, and one of the things that came up as an auto-completion was It's Just a Prank Hand remix.
I kind of.
And one of the things is Emily hanging off a cliff with headphones and sunglasses on.
Can we listen to it blind?
All right, I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up because I have it.
Whoops. Hold on, I forgot to. I just wanted to do It's Just a Prank Hand.
I have it connected.
It was just a prank hand.
For those that don't watch our Twitch streams, it's a horror game.
There's
I'll
a
give you
video
a
here that
hint.
says It's Just a Prank Hand, and it's all the characters.
I'll give you a hint. Hand dies.
Here, Bob, you want me to look it up so you don't look up spoilers by accident?
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, go ahead and do that because I don't want to.
Actually, wait. We only think Han is dead. We've only confirmed.
That is true. We've only
Spoilers for anyone that didn't see. Fuck
well,
it.
if you've been
The game-
watching our stream,
yeah,
I
it's
feel
your
like we can
fault,
talk
and
about
the game's
it.
3 years old.
Oh, hold on. Wow, the up next right there is just a big spoiler.
Big old
So
spoiler.
Then why don't you
Yeah.
just press? Oh,
Yeah, just hit
do you
play.
think the remix is going to have a spoiler in it?
I have it. Oh,
Ooh.
I don't know, but
Well, is there any audible?
the game theory video on Until Dawn is
Oh,
sitting right
It's
there with
just
the
a game theory.
big spoiler right
I
there.
used to really like that channel, and then it got way too Five Nights at Freddy. Like
It's over.
Fortnite.
Game theory's over.
Five Nights at Freddy's is over.
Oh, the
at least.
FNAF stuff's over, yeah.
FNAF's over. They did-
Finally, he's been milking that.
Well,
for five.
actually,
By the way, you're,
actually, no. You're fine. We know who
You're
the,
potted
we know
up.
who the psycho is. So.
you're potted up. So go ahead and
All right.
you can just hit play.
A prank hand.
Here we go.
Prank hand. Prank hand.
Every time it goes over, it's Captain Falcon's like moaning.
Hand.
Oh,
Hand.
prank
Uh-huh.
can.
Prank.
The prank's not even on beat.
It's really not. It's
Keep it going. No, keep it going. This is tragic. I love it.
I don't know. Like, does it get any better?
It sounds like Skrillex and just prank hand over it.
I was kind of hoping
get
for
ready
like,
for the
Wait for
drop.
it. Let's get the.
I was kind of
let's get
hoping
ready
like
for
the drop would come in.
Oh my god, that's awful.
It's like on like the 3/4
Yeah,
speed.
it's bothering me a lot.
Just a prank hand.
That's it. That's all.
No, keep. Oh, actually, I was. This would be a great song if it did not include the prank hand part. Given that's the only reason we're listening to it, it's an obvious marketing ploy. I love this. I'm not gonna lie, I love this part. If
All
it,
right. That's
if there was no prank hand, do you want to give the
It's
artist?
not a prank hand.
Just that's
Yeah,
not,
give him
that's
credit.
not DJ Quads.
No, it's OSOJI.
Osji.
Oh shit.
I don't know. It's their YouTube
It's
channel.
Yoshi.
Osji.
Just close out your YouTube so you don't see. them.
Joshua.
Great. I don't think that video, seeing that thing was a spoiler since we already know who the psycho is. So
Yeah,
To be fair, I didn't even look at it.
I didn't even look at. I only saw Captain Falcon that entire video, so we're good on that regards.
I like the thumbnail of her hanging off a ledge with the headphones and sunglasses in a joint.
How to make a dark, morbid game fun.
Just a prank hand.
in there for one more good measure. Favorite part of the entire game is it's just a prank hand.
I feel like we might need to get a soundboard or something like
Yeah,
that. Just for it's just a prank hand.
Oops. I did pulling the stream back up. So
I do wish we had a
I was
soundboard.
like, that sounds familiar.
it sounded like Chucky laughing from
The Rugrats.
Rugrats in Paris. You ever hear that? I'll pull this up now too.
I guess
There's
so.
oh my god, it's do you remember the N64 game for Rugrats in Paris?
The orange one, yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
pull it
Orange
up,
cartridge.
pull it up on my phone since it goes through the board.
It's like 3 seconds long. It's fine.
Okay.
We're not going to use. No, fuck you. We're not using the equipment we paid for. It's just dumb.
Yeah. Actually, I paid for it because I bought the
Oh, whoops,
the
wrong
Bluetooth
Chucky.
thingy.
I told you I'm ripping this thing into a third when it if
No,
we
no.
ever disperse.
No, this thing.
Oh, well, I bought the camera, so ha.
I typed in
I love how you're like, yeah. When we stop doing this eventually,
I mean, we'll never stop, just for viewers like you.
all two of you,
one of them.
and the one is currently sitting
live
and not even
studio
watching.
attendee.
you guys keep going. I had to look it up.
at this-
Typed
no,
in Chucky
she-
laughing and it went to
Nope.
Chucky the
Chucky the doll.
Child's Play. Nope.
Child's Play.
she's not. I noticed the live studio attendee is not playing Grand Theft Auto this time, so we have to be decently entertaining this time around.
I think she beat the game though.
She did. She beat it the other day.
You couldn't let me have this.
Nope.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, muff cake was my only topic. What'd you guys bring to the table?
I'm trying to look up Chucky laughing, and I got Rugrats in Paris, Chucky Chan, and it's Chucky in Kung Fu gear.
What is Chucky Chan?
It's Chucky in Kung Fu gear.
Oh, that would make
I'm
sense.
trying to find the laugh. That's
cultural
look up
appropriation.
for a later date. I'll show you guys. But it's essentially just Chucky walking around, and they'll just say like random sound effects, like all the babies will. Mm-hmm. And Chucky's has two of the worst. One of them is him laughing, where he literally sounds like he's going.
Wow, you're actually right. I remember this even from the show. He used to laugh like that in all the different episodes.
And then his other like soundbite is just him going, "This is fun." And it's just him walking.
Out of context, it kind of does sound a little creepy.
It was on Oni Plays. I was watching it, and they were making fun of his laugh, and then they just repeated it 3 times in a row, and it got darker and darker each time.
I didn't get back to song lyrics though, because like I was thinking about song lyrics that you listen to blindly, or that you just sing blindly, not knowing. I mean, like Third Eye Blind's a prime example. How many songs about drugs? Like which one?
Semi-Charmed Life.
Do.
It was in Winnie the Pooh.
It wasn't in Winnie the Pooh. I mean, there's Led Zeppelin's "Hey Hey What Can I Do," which is about a hooker, because I thought about sending that song to a girl because I knew it was about a girl that he liked. But then I listened to it. I'm looking for my street corner girl. Hey, hey, what can I do? I want a woman who's gonna bone all day. Hey, I want a woman that she won't be true. No, no. Like, I'm just like, how did I miss all this?
Slide by the Goo Goo Dolls is about an abortion.
It just slides right out.
Oh.
And I mean,
Priest is on the phone. Your father's hit the wall, and your mom disowned you.
well, another one.
Don't you love the life you killed?
I want another one of my favorites I hear from like the old folk is that like modern music's so just disgusting and just misogynistic and this and that. Like, have you listened to classic rock? I'll give it to you. Maybe they were a little more metaphorical back in the day, but I mean, what is it? Was it Leonard Skinner or no? Not. I always get Leonard Skinner. Really love your peaches, wanna shake your tree. Lovey-dovey all night long.
Bryan Adams,
Steve
Summer.
Miller Band.
Steve Miller Band. I don't know why.
Sound like
I always get their
They're
bands.
nothing like
I
Skinner.
know they are. I know they are not.
Old white people band. Classic rock.
Dad
Perfectly. Dad rock, a.k.a. Bob Seger. Night Moves is the most dad song in the world, and I love it.
I love
Night
Moves.
Moves.
It is a fun song.
Fantastic.
All right, Night Moves has everything. How can you actually not like the song Night Moves?
Did you just talk like a BuzzFeed article? Night Moves is everything.
Why the song Night Moves should be president of the world?
Why Taylor Swift vaginas to run for president?
No, that should be ruler of the universe.
Oh, that was the thing. Oh, gaff.
Look at it. Look
Start
how
making
perfect
comics.
it is.
Please make comics
No,
again.
I want to say something. I completely forgot what it was. Crap. What was it?
Music.
We were talking about
We were
music.
talking
We were
about
talking about
music.
lyrics that are dark that we would just sing blindly and not even realize what we're
I had it
singing.
and I just lost it. Crap.
I also like there's just something like confusing. Like what the hell is the what's one of the most chattiest of Chad rock bands?
Nickelback.
No, that's progressive
Chad
Chad rock.
Kroger.
Progressive Chad Rock.
Progressive Chad rock. No, not Eve Six.
They wrote the song Rockstar, and I will never.
Sugar Ray.
Sugar, baby.
No, that would be we just listened to that. No, Sugar Ray. The one of the popular songs. I can't think of anything right now. My brain just blue screened.
I was trying to think of something. That's what happens with song lyrics. Whenever I think of song lyrics, I try to think of other stuff. My brain's just like.
Exactly. I started to realize that like when it comes to Streetlight or other songs that I don't know, I mumble the parts that I don't know the same way to the point that that's how I just sing the song.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what the lyrics
But the end of the night, I said, hey.
My, how the time goes by, we know you're gonna die at the end of the night and say, hey.
Isn't the time does fly?
Oh, my, how the time does fly, we know you're gonna die at the
I
end
thought it
of
was
the
how
night.
the time goes by. My, how time goes by when you're never gonna die.
Pretty sure it's does
A to Z
fly.
lyrics.
Hold
Look
on.
it up.
Hold on.
I could be wrong. I was wrong with Time Bomb. I was wrong with Time Bomb for a long time.
Yeah, there's no red in that one. Black
I
car,
thought-
black shoes, white.
No.
No, white car,
Black
No.
shoes. No, there's no
Black
white.
coat, white shoes, black
Black
hat,
hat, Cadillac.
There is
Yeah.
white. Yeah, white.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
There.
black, white, black. I thought it was black,
Boys
white,
a
red.
time bomb.
Can you blame me for his singing? He's a little
My brother can't stand that song because I
Black
had like
coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac.
Yeah.
The boys
Boys
is time bomb.
bomb.
I used to have like one of them little Sirius XM players, and where you could record the music like on the player itself. And I think I recorded all of like 5 songs.
What was the
That was one of them, and then the other one was "Cyanide Girl" by Beck. Hey, my cyanide girl. Hey,
what was
I
it
love
like?
Mr.
Cyanide girl.
Was it,
Mr. Lyrics.
was it Pop Tunes where it was like you put it in, it would play the chorus?
Yes, it was like the little chip.
Yeah.
Chip tunes. No.
Well,
no,
no.
it wasn't chip tunes. That's a genre.
By the way, I have the
No,
lyrics.
chip tunes was those. Oh no, I'm thinking of
think
hit.
it was-
I'm thinking
I
of
think-
hit clips.
It was
Hit clips. Yeah,
Hit
that's
clips
it.
was
That's
it.
it.
That's what I'm
Oh.
talking about. Hit clips.
Oh, I thought you were
That's
talking
what I was
about like
talking
an
about.
app or something. Yeah.
No, I
You
meant
paid
those like
money for.
you paid money to listen to the chorus of a song.
Oh, how times have changed.
So the correct lyrics to Keys Be Nights by Catch 22 and Straight Light Manifesto is when they come for me, I'll be sitting at my desk with a gun in my hand, wearing a bulletproof vest, singing my, how the time does fly
Time
when you
does
know you're
fly.
going to die
You didn't
by
say
the end of the
does.
night. My, how the time does fly when you know you're going to die by the end of the night. I said, hey. Ba-da-bum-bum.
Hey,
How the time,
Ba-da-bum-bum.
time does fly. What did I say?
I don't fucking know.
I'm
We could-
pretty-
we could listen
It was
to the
fly
recording.
instead of buy, so I was
Well,
right.
The rest of the lyrics are like, and the next part of the group of the songs, you're just like, as good,
Good.
I'm gonna try to get the lyrics on. It was summer of '95. So what?
In the backyard.
Shaving down.
Shaving the old piles.
Shaving the old
Or
piles.
shaving the old
feeling,
plies.
Feeling so good.
Good.
Cruising the hood.
Hood.
Oh no, feeling so strong, something went wrong.
Feeling so strong. Something.
Straight into
oh,
my
I'm thinking of
finger.
the next
Yeah.
lyric thing.
We should
Straight
do
into
a
my finger,
verse.
what a stinger, it was so long.
Shibby Shack karaoke.
Guess the lyrics. It's like those. I was talking about this the other day. It was one of those Sporkle like games you used to play.
What the
where-
hell's a sporkle?
Oh yes, I know.
The
I know what
website
you're talking.
Sporkle.
It was just like
it was
quizzes.
it was like a bunch of quizzes. You could be like
Sporkle?
Yeah, it was called Sporkle. I think.
You've never seen Sporkle?
No, that sounds like some sort of third-party sprite from some stupid cartoon that never took off. Like,
Sporkle.
You don't remember?
I'm high on Sporkle.
hell no.
And
It was a
literally
it was
just
a quiz. It was a quiz site where it'd be like name all the NFL teams, name all 50 states.
Oh, one of
And
those
so-
quizzes where you take it to be like, I know things in this.
It's
validates
just something
my
you do while
knowledge.
you're bored or whatever.
I did car versions of that one. Yeah.
I made a quiz. It was name all the Dynasty Warriors characters.
Did anyone ever? Does it show you stats on like?
yeah,
how many
it'll
people
tell
get
you
it?
if people did it. I don't know what the account is for that anymore. I'm sure
What
they got
is-
rid of it by now.
But what if you were wrong? Like, what if you made the quiz and you were incorrect?
I think they had like user feedback, and someone could be like, "Hey, you spelled this wrong" or whatever.
this is very in-depth website.
I remember one of them was it was song lyrics was one of the big ones, and one of the songs people always tried to do the most
Right.
was American Pie. And
Yeah.
a lot of people would mess up here and there. And since my mother sang that to me every single night going to bed, it's funny. You just see some people, they're like, a long time ago, and I'm sitting there. You could just do the entire song.
Your mother
very
sang
quickly.
you a song about a plane crash every night before bed.
She sang me American Pie and Landslide every night before going to bed.
What in the landslide? Something.
Landslide brings you down.
Oh yeah, of course. I should just ask you. And I'll go through from
And I've been
change.
changing. Because I
But
build my life
around you.
Brian Kelly, everybody.
I
When
specifically.
did we just evolve into singing on the podcast?
Children get older, I'm getting older too.
That
Yeah,
sound
yeah,
you hear
well,
is everyone
son.
stopping playing this episode of the podcast right here.
R.I.P. headphone users.
I hate that.
Caution loud.
I'm all about letting people. I hate rest in peace heaven. Just fuck you.
It's
Not
the
cool.
overused meme. Remember YouTube when like it was like
Remember the 90s?
Remember YouTube when it was press 5? It sounds like he's saying penis. Press 5, then 8. It sounds like he says penis.
remember when you really
Oh, wow, entertainment has changed.
I think the first like generic internet internet insult I remember is like you really need a girlfriend. You need a girlfriend. Like it'd be like some guy
100% chance of no girlfriend.
Yeah, that's the oldest one I could think of. There was an old YouTuber that made a song called "YouTube is my life," and that's how he ends it with "You need a girlfriend." It's a good one. Damn it! I went back to song. I was trying to stray
One of my
away
favorite
from it.
old YouTube things was the Navy SEAls copy pasta.
Oh my god,
That's my
yes.
favorite thing
pork
to
chop
read.
sandwiches.
It was just like out of
Fuck
nowhere.
you, what'd you fucking say to me? You
Out of
fucking-
nowhere, someone would just be like, "I really like this video. This video is dumb. What are you talking about? What the fuck did you just say about me, you little bitch? I'll have you know, I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEAls, and I've been involved in numerous secret raids on Al Qaeda, and I have over 300 confirmed kills. I am trained in guerrilla warfare, and I am the top sniper in the entire U.S. Army forces. You are nothing but just another target. I'll wipe you the fuck out with precision, and the likes of which you have never seen before on this earth. Mark my fucking words. You can think you can get away with saying this shit to me over the internet. Think again, fucker. As we speak, I am contacting my secret network of spies across the USA, and your IP is being traced right now, so you better prepare for the storm, maggot." It goes on
Was it
and
good?
on.
Good to get that out of your system.
It was one of my favorite things to read. It would it's over the tiniest thing to just be like, "Oh wow, I really like this, but I respect your opinion, but this is what I really think about it." What the fuck did you just say to me?
Yeah, they go off on it.
It's just so good. Somebody brought it back recently. They were showing it was a GIF, and it was like, the human eye can read like 300 words per minute. Isn't that fascinating? But if I keep it at one place and speed it up, you could start reading 400 words per minute. What the fuck did you just say to me, you little bitch? It just starts going through the entire thing. Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
I'm trying to look up. There was I can't find it. It was just the same thing. It would be there's a lot of car pages on Facebook and whatnot, and so it'd be like, "That's cool, but did you know that Hector's running 3 Hondas with spoon motors and blah blah blah?" It was a quote from Fast and Furious. It's the same thing. It was one of those things that was kind of funny for the first week, but then normies got to it and it just fucking wouldn't stop
Normies
posting
ruin
it.
everything.
Normies, get off my stream!
I like the picture I found of just a ball with the mouth open, and it's the "Don't tread on me" sign, and it just says, "Government, get out of my stuff."
Ain't that you?
Pretty much. I could find it. Hold on. I have a picture of Vegeta getting punched by Peter Griffin.
Why?
Just do.
Why?
Government, get out,
It looks like Pac-Man with a fist. Can I want to find that in a flag for him. Like, I want to put that flag in.
I'll put it somewhere here, please. I'll proudly put that up somewhere.
Absolutely.
Government, get out, It's the libertarian flag in a nutshell.
Pretty much.
So I found this article that you guys might find interesting.
Hit me with it, bub.
And it's something we talk about all the time. Millennials are killing this and millennials are killing that.
Millennials are killing millennials. Let's start stabbing each other.
What the avocado toast take over this time?
Apparently millennials are currently killing American cheese.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that millennials are killing American cheese.
Yeah,
This just in, millennials have taste.
Yeah, millennials are opting for better
This
tasting
just in, millennials
cheese.
millennials know about pepper jack.
This just in,
Yeah.
salted plastic is no longer considered cheese.
Yeah.
That's all it
and
is.
that's the thing. The only time
really
I
don't need to
really
take the
go for any... No, go ahead.
I was just
Sorry.
saying, you really don't need to take the wrapper off of the Kraft cheese. It's really all the same thing.
It really is. And the only time I'll go for American cheese is if I'm putting it on a burger. Or
It is kind of good in a burger.
really about it.
I mean, grilled cheese. I don't know. It's American
Yeah, I
cheese.
mean, grilled
it's just,
cheese, like, it's something that I just get instead of having to go for provolone
for
or
grilled
something.
cheese, and if you don't feel like paying for the more expensive cheese, get some Kraft singles, man.
Now, fuck Kraft singles.
Get some Kraft singles, and your grilled cheese is fine.
I don't
Kraft
I
dinner
don't
is
consider
best
that
dinner.
cheese. That's not cheese.
what if you put it on some muff cake?
And we come full circle.
Well, no, but when I'm getting a burger or something like that, sure, I'll just do American cheese, but I have to go to the counter, like the deli counter, and get it sliced and everything like that. I will not touch Kraft singles and all the other, like, prepackaged cheese. I don't trust it.
This
It's
guy.
not cheese.
Love me a slice of Mama's cheesy muff cake.
All right, so what's your opinion on like the Kraft macaroni and cheese?
I'm so glad I make me
See,
laugh.
Kraft mac and cheese and that kind of stuff, I'm fine with. I
You're
like
fine
that.
with the powdered cheese, but you won't be fine with the sliced singles.
Yeah. I have taste, damn it.
I will say, I
You
had.
can't say you have taste when you sit there and you're like, oh, the powdered cheese is great, but damn you if you already try to give me that prepackaged sliced. The fuck is wrong with you?
I will say, Annie's organic, whatever cheap mac and cheese. I had Annie's organic white cheddar cheese shells. Fantastic.
See, anything
They're
white
not
cheddar is
too-
delicious.
They're not too overbearing. Like, it's not like if you wanted to add a little salt, you could, but it was just perfect. That's what we had for breakfast after the party. We just woke up and made like boxes of that shit.
That's awesome.
It was great. It was very filling.
SpongeBob macaroni and cheese from Kraft is like the best macaroni in the world.
It has a great texture for macaroni.
It's so good.
I don't know what it is about SpongeBob's face lathering around my tongue. But
It's specifically
fantastic.
the SpongeBob one too. You can't get the other ones. They
No.
don't taste the same.
No, Squidward's too frail. And it's a perfect bold. It's kind of like eating one of them purple Tempur-Pedic mattress things. It's just like it has that perfect texture. You know what I'm talking about here?
It's like eating those bags that say "Do not eat."
I can't say that
Right,
I've ever tried
kids?
to eat a mattress before, Spence.
See,
Right,
you're
kids?
missing
You
out.
know those little packets that say "Don't eat"? Eat them. They're great.
You just put a few Kraft singles on it.
They're basically the same thing. I'm Bob, and I'll eat fucking processed powder, but I won't eat pre-sliced cheese.
See, there's a...
You really love your P words.
pop it,
Oh, great. Yeah, let's pop her piece, because that's going to sound awesome.
Well, that's why I did mine that way. Brian has no etiquette.
Thank you, Spencer.
You're
Get my
welcome.
pop
I'm proud of
You're
you.
welcome, Bob.
The one guy who has never worked in radio.
Yup.
Fuck you. Get my pop filter over there so I can pop some peas.
No.
God
He
damn it.
popped his pee right into the mic.
That was
did.
that was out of satire.
And you can actually see the pop on the waveform right
I
there.
would stop doing that.
Yes.
Probably.
Indeed.
No, but whenever I'm getting a sandwich or something like that, I would prefer a better version of cheese. If it's the only thing that I have in my house, yeah, that's fine. I'll do American.
Kraft
but I
singles-
cannot buy
But I'm
Kraft
saying,
singles. It's just something that I can't do.
Grilled cheese is fine.
Correct, but I've never done that. And I've never thought it was appetizing because I'd rather go to the deli counter and get,
Don't order
like a
fast food
pound
to your
of American.
house. Don't get single cheese, but hey, that powder cheese, I'm all
I'm
about
not
it.
just sitting there eting powdered
All
cheese.
about
I
it.
just see you, Bob. What are you doing? You like cough, powder comes out, nothing.
Bob's high in his
I
room.
consider the powdered
cheesing.
cheese.
Get out of here, Mom!
I'm cheesing.
cheesing right now.
No,
I'm seeing SpongeBob in circles.
Do you think anyone's ever taken slices of Kraft like singles and stacked them on each other and then used them for a cheese grater? Do you think that
that just seems so backwards.
I know, but I
It's
mean,
too
That's like
soft.
that's like that Futurama episode where Fry opens up the Oreo, takes them apart, and then puts them back together. No. He takes them in individual wrappers, puts them together, and then licks the cream off, and then throws the cookie part away.
wasn't it like one of the environmental episodes or something? 'Cause it was
No,
all
I think it was
trash.
just, I think it
Oh,
was some random
It was
episode
just
where
Fry being Fry.
was just being Fry.
That's fair. That's fair. Fry does Fry things.
Futurama was such a good show.
It was
I
such a
found out
great show.
recently all of King of the Hill's on Hulu.
Cool. I don't have Hulu.
I do, and I'm gonna watch the shit out of that.
Neat. I'll just go on the internet and find it in alternative places like the rest of us.
I like paying for things. I'm sorry.
You fucking libertarians.
Actually, I get Hulu through my brother. So,
Oh, even better. You don't even got to pay for it.
Nice.
but
What do you
I'm
think with all
so
these streams?
pumped
Did we
to,
go
like-
over this one too?
What?
I forgot if this was someone else's podcast. Huh? 'Cause now that we're thinking about it, but like, what do you think of all these different streaming services? Because I think it's cool that we have all different networks and whatnot. But like, at what point are we going to be paying like 120 bucks a month?
They're getting a little too much because it's like to watch shows. It's like, oh, there's Amazon, there's Netflix, there's
Disney.
Hulu. There's going to be the new Disney one coming out. There's Funimation, there's Verve,
Crunchyroll.
there's Crunchyroll. YouTube's got their own stuff.
YouTube Red. That means the Republican YouTube.
And even the networks have their own stuff like on their website. So like ABC's got their own stuff, AMC's got their own stuff, HBO has their own stuff. I mean, a lot of them do go to those other streaming sites as well, but I feel like it's essentially what's happening is because Netflix was so popular because they were the only one doing it at the time,
Right.
and there was too many. For TV, there's too many channels, and then people are like, "Oh,
Too many
there's just,
cooks. Yeah.
there's too many cooks." That's gonna spoil the broth.
Takes a lot to make a stew.
Pinch of salt and laughter too, but the oversaturation is what killed TV, and it's what's going to kill these streaming services as well.
Are we going to go back to magazines?
No, we're not going to go back to magazines.
Oh, I miss magazines.
Magazines were kind of cool, but
I like how we talk about them like magazines just don't exist anymore.
I was going to say, they're still around.
They're still around for people to pick
My
up at
dad
ShopRite
still
on the line.
subscribes to This Old House magazine.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
Playboy,
say, I was gonna say magazines still exist for people to look at ShopRite lines to be like, wow, so that's what's going on in pop culture today. Okay.
I don't know. There's something about
Good to see Vampire Boy is still alive.
Kim Kardashian went to a swim store. Okay.
Neat.
Look at her butt. We need to open both. Wow, look at the centerfold. No, like, I don't know. There's just something about holding parchment in hand that's just really...
I get Game Informer still.
Do you?
I used to. I don't anymore.
Well, it's because I have the GameStop
oh,
card,
GameStop thing, yeah.
and you just get the magazine with it. So I get the magazine here.
I miss Lego magazine.
All I'll do for the
oh my gosh.
because my problem
Yes.
my problem with the Game Informer magazine is just it's all paid stuff.
I'm already on like Lego nostalgic mode, so anything you say is gonna be white noise.
I loved one of the Lego games. It wasn't Lego Island. I'm trying to remember which one it was, but I had a Lego computer game that was a lot of fun. The one everyone remembers is Lego Island, but I didn't have that one.
I remember.
I actually had that one.
Yeah,
It was fun.
I built something. I forgot. I built like a spaceship or whatever, and I took a picture of it. Like this is how old this was. But I took a picture of it and mailed the picture to get because I wanted to win money to buy more Legos. So
Well, obviously.
I took a picture of that. I didn't win, but I don't know. I'm just like nowadays you could just like take a picture, send it as a text to I don't know lego.usa.thisdoesn'texist.com. But like I don't. It's just
buy that domain. Lego USA, this does not exist.com.
Free money at
And there was all
lego.com.
the little Lego comics that they had, and I thought it was so cool because it was really just everyday normal things in Lego form. It was really like Rage comics, where they just took
I miss
every...
Rage comics.
I
I'm going to be completely honest. I like them.
I think you're sorely mistaken. I think
Le Boss.
they were funny at the time.
Now they're just cringy.
Yeah, just like the original Pokemon season. That's why I said it.
I already went off about my issue with
Yeah,
the original Pokemon.
we've already been
That's
there.
true. That's true. That's fair.
About how Ash is just the worst trainer in the world.
Well, he's 10, so...
Loses to Sabrina 4 times and cries like a baby each time. And then Haunter just makes her laugh, and his dad's like, here's the badge, idiot.
His mom kicked him out at the age of 10. Do you ever find out what happened to Ash's dad? Or is that just like not a thing?
They never talk about it.
So about
That's
streaming
good.
services.
That's good, children. Remember, if you ever have any feelings about your lost parents, don't talk about it.
There was a good comic that
Just
somebody
kidding.
did about Ash sending letters to his dad. That was very wholesome and nice, and I liked it.
Good.
Liked it a lot.
That's good. Good, Brian. This is a wholesome moment. I'm glad we could spend this together.
I like that one wholesome comic you shared. It's like, did someone help you today? Every day of my life.
And it's the two guys just looking at each other like, we need more wholesome comics,
we do.
man. There's too many hashtag sad boy stuff.
One of my favorite Twitter feeds I follow right now is Electrode as Ditto as Electrode, and it's just an Electrode but with the Ditto face on it, and it's just a plushie of it, and it's just it doing everyday things. One of my favorites is it with a Voltorb with a Ditto face as well, and it just says, "Feel free to talk to me and my son anytime." But so it'll just be like it cuddled up in the blanket with the remote, and it's just like nice cozy night to watch shows. And I'm like, oh,
Yay.
or they'll get
You
like
watch that television
or they'll get
Ditto
like
Voltorb thing.
other Ditto
Electrode.
versions of Pokemon, and we'll just sit with it. It's like hanging out with friends, having some ice cream, and I'm like, oh,
I want ice cream.
I want a Ditto now.
Dude, I totally like my little brother would like sleep in my bed sometimes when we were kids, and we'd get all stuffed animals and get them all cuddled and snuggled in and whatnot, and just like I don't know, it was like the comfiest sleep I ever got. Even
Oh,
though,
yeah, dude,
even though
stuffed animals are great.
I couldn't move because I was my little brother.
Oh, that's the best part though. You can't move because you're just stuffed in all of it, and you're like, yes.
I'm so uncomfortable. This is so comfortable.
No, you're comfortable. That's the
yeah.
best part. Like, you looks uncomfortable, but you're just so comfortable.
But it just felt that warm, wholesome feeling, like that feeling when you see a Labrador Retriever being all happy at the park. You know, like that.
He's like, oh,
When you see a
yeah.
dog doing dopey things, just running around, they're like,
Or when you pet a wolf in the middle of a horror game.
Yes, and then continue to pet because you're too afraid to move on. My name is Bob, and I'm addicted to petting dogs.
you went upstairs and Bob just kept going to the dog and petting it.
It was a good like
I
5
think
minutes.
the
of just
game. I
sitting
think the
there
game was
petting
finally
it.
like, all right, move on, and Bob just kept going back to the dog.
But it made me so happy that he pet the dog right before he went into like the scary chamber on Sunday. Literally, he's just
It was
like,
like when
all
a
right,
good luck
bud, let's
pet.
go.
when Assassin's Creed 3
It made
came
me
out.
so happy.
The first thing you do when you're on like this one before you go to America There's just dogs walking around. You could pet them, and people are like, best part of the game.
Oh yeah.
Some people, like me, I never went to America in that game. I just pet the dogs, and then I stopped because that game was terrible, but I pet the dogs and stopped.
The same thing
pet
with
the puppy, and
the
that's
same
it.
thing with Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead
I'm firing up my two-stroke moped.
Take two.
Red Dead Redemption 2. It's someone
Electric
like
Boogaloo.
someone quote. I forgot the actual quote, but someone quoted like countless hours that went into the graphics and design of this game to make it such an elite artistic moment, and then like while the quote's right there, it's just the guy petting the dog and keeps petting the dog and keeps petting the dog.
Honestly, that's what I'm gonna do when I get the game. I'm just gonna sit there and pet it
My one
all
friend
day.
beat it already.
I'm not surprised.
Well, it's been out for a little over a week now.
I would think that it would be a long game.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
I'm sure it is, but if you just
I'm sure
if you
there are
just-
also those people who do nothing but play those games.
I'm sure if you just
come to
do the
think of it,
story.
he got injured, and so he was home disabled. So actually, that makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes sense.
That's the only reason I'm in season 9 of The Office is because I was sick for 2 days and I watched nothing but The Office, and I watched the first 3 seasons
Jesus
in 2 days.
Christ, Bob. I think you broke time. Like I think that's more. I think that's more than 2 days worth of viewing that you did in 2 days.
I was sick and I literally did nothing but watch The Office.
That was like
did nothing
I
but
was,
develop
for the
a
first
flux
time, too.
capacitor.
that was like the first time I ever worked from home at my previous job. I beat The Last of Us in 2 days. I worked from home, just looked over at my email, cool, nothing, and I just beat The Last
It's
of Us.
such a fun game.
That was a
I
really
love it.
that was a very.
I'm
good
in the
game.
middle of-
That's a game you should play, Spence.
I'm in. You know what? We should stream it.
The next game I want to play is Mario Party or something fun just to give
Casual.
us like
Yeah.
a nice
An
little
ease.
break because Last of Us will test your
Might.
metal again.
Yeah. But since I've also beaten it, I think it should be a just Spencer,
Oh, yeah, just
like a
Spencer.
Spencer only playthrough.
Is it a PS4 game?
It is.
Fantastic.
And
Best
there are
controller.
no QTs.
There's
though.
no QTs.
There's no
So
cuties?
you'll actually be able to survive.
It's
I'll be the only
it's not a
cutie.
game like that. It's like a legitimate like adventure game.
yeah.
No, I got it. I know what The Last of Us. I'm not that far out of the loop. I know what The Last of Us is.
It's the first of them.
The first of The Last of Us.
Also, I keep looking at your shirt, and it looks like Yu-Gi-Oh hair.
It's a Ryuji shirt from Persona 5.
No, I know, but like when you're like blocking by the
AKA Best Boy.
Best Boy,
Fight me on it.
that's where I go for my electronics.
Yeah, I go to the Best Boy.
I go to Best Boy.
Best Boy all the time.
Worst sell.
Best sell.
Worst sell.
Worst. Best Boy bet.
Best
done
Buy,
with
worst
this.
sell.
So what did we learn today?
I think I learned what I learned. Best Boy is worst sell.
Best Boy.
Best Boy. What about?
I learned that it's just a prank can remix sucked.
I learned
Yeah.
that the best way to eat muff cake is with Kraft American cheese.
I learned that Bob will judge you for using Kraft singles but eats powder like it's nothing.
I never said I would. I judge you. I don't like it.
He never denounced that he eats powder either.
Neither do I eat powder from the
Took 'em
mac
all.
and cheese thing.
Took him a while to say that. Just want to point that one out.
Yeah, this is true. I don't know if it's real.
I learned that you guys think I'm a cheese connoisseur.
Only powdered cheese.
People go to the fridge for the shredded cheese. Bob goes there for the powder.
Yes, I'd
like
like
the
I'd like an
it's like
ounce of your
Pixie
finest
Sticks.
powder.
Pixie sticks, but with the cheese powder.
You just open the door to Bob's house and you just like just powder everywhere.
It's on his nose and his mouth. He's like, "What do you want?"
No, it's actually the
ain't-
cheese running down my nose.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
I want to make a picture like Andrew WK where he's bleeding out the nose and surrounding his mouth.
It's like pungent orange cheese.
Can we make that and put it on the Instagram? We should do that.
If you want to, go
I
for
would
it.
love to. I would love to.
So I guess on that note, this is Shootin the Shibby. Don't forget you can follow us or subscribe to us on iTunes. Like us, give us 5 stars, give us a comment, let us know what you like and what you don't like.
Which cheese is best cheese?
Yes, tell us what your favorite cheese
Kraft
is.
singles is okay.
Email us at shibbyshackofficial@gmail.com. You can also check us out on Spotify, Player.fm, TuneIn Radio, pretty much anywhere you can find a podcast, including Google Music, and then some. Don't forget, check us out on Twitch as well as Facebook at Shibby Shack Official, or on Twitch at Shibby_Shack.
Watch us poop ourselves when we play horror games.
Yes, Instagram as well at Shibby Shack Official. Twitter at @theshibby_shack. Special thanks to Bethany, who at Crafter's Quest, for creating all of our awesome graphics that we might be having something in store.
We may or may not. Bethany, get on this way.
Eventually, maybe.
Hi, Bethany.
Also, shout out to DJ Quads, our awesome live-in DJ,
I'm gonna have him on one day.
because it's exactly. Yeah, I would love
I
to.
think he lives in Sweden.
Okay.
We can
Does he
figure
speak
something
English?
I mean, he knows how to type his the names of his songs in English. All of his songs are in English.
Well,
like,
well, then there we go.
I mean, a
like
quick
to-
trip to Google Translate will do that.
out. Yes, I have an idea for a segment next week, so that will be a spoiler or a
Oh,
little,
I think I know
little
what
bit of
it
a
is. We
tease.
talked about
It's
this
exactly
before,
what
yep.
you're what it is.
Cool, I
a
missed
little
this meeting.
tease for next week. So for one final time,
why I
for
missed it.
Spencer and
Sup.
for Brian,
Hi. Goodbye.
I'm Bob. Thank you so much for listening.
Goodbye.
You've been shooting the shibby.
Muff cake.
I like you.